Hello guys, how's it going? Splicer here. Now I've just put together a few tips for any beginners that are starting Fortnite in the Battle Royale game mode. Just 5 tips I put together just to assist you in, making those first few games a little bit easier. Because it's quite a lot to take in at first, and it'll help you out. So, first things first. There are little blue shield potions that you can collect on your way around. Now it's essential that you get them on board as soon as possible, because you have a health bar which gives you 100 health, and then just above that there's another blanked out bar. When you have these potions that give you an extra bit of shield, it gives you 50 per sort of potion that you take. So this will inevitably make you harder to kill, which is ultimately what you want to be. So as soon as you get them on, don't hold them in your infantry, simply ingest it and get that shield on board to protect you against any enemy that are going to come and get you. Moving on to number 2, and it sort of rolls over quite nicely. Taking on those shield potions, taking on med kits, it takes a little bit of time. Some of them take 10 seconds, some of them take sort of 4 or 5 seconds. I know this goes without saying, I know it seems pretty obvious, but take them on board whilst in cover. Okay, if you're just out in the open, or you've just taken out an enemy and you simply start putting on a med kit, you are defenseless whilst that's happening. So build a shield around you, build a wall around you, get inside a house, move into the darkness or whatever, and make sure there are no enemies around before you implement that medkit or that potion. I know it's quite tempting, like I just said, as soon as you get it, use it, make sure there aren't any enemy that are going to abuse that, use that opportunity, and then simply take that potion from you and use it for themselves. So moving on to number 3 then. So there are 100 people that go into this map at the start, and it can get quite congested in some areas. Even if you try and fly to the furthest little settlement that you can see, there will generally be somebody that's thought the same thing, and they'll drop on that location around about the same time as you. And I've seen it time and time again. They land, and then they get their axe, and you both just try and have a little axe off, and it only takes away 10 damage, sort of 10 of your health. What you need to be doing in that situation is ignoring that person, even if they're trying to attack you with that axe, and quickly loot for a pistol, a submachine gun, any sort of weapon, because you'll be able to kill them a hell of a lot quicker than they will be able to kill you with that axe. And if you both start axing each other, it'll just take forever. Somebody will probably get a weapon and just shoot both of you. So ignore the fact that they're there. Run and grab one, and then go and hunt them down before they have a chance to get their own weapon. So moving on to number 4. Okay, this sounds quite obvious, but you can build in this game, and it's called Fortnite, spelt fort, because you have the ability to build your own forts. That's the purpose of the PvE version, and it is a temptation of the PvP version of the Battle Royale. I don't recommend building a fort, because 1, you might not have the time to do it, and 2, it will be so obvious and stand out for everybody to know that you are in there. So unless you're an expert player and you build a fort and use that as a distraction to identify other players and you are hidden somewhere else, you can do that. But if you were to use it for a fort, again, it just makes you an easy target. However, still use the ramps that you can build to get yourself into high positions, whether it's on top of roofs that you wouldn't be able to, or up into sort of get some crates that are high up that you wouldn't be able to. Make sure you take advantage of that, because other players will be doing it and they'll have that sort of height over you that you won't have of them. So get building, but not too much. Right, now moving on to the last point, and that is that jumping is your friend. If you turn a corner and there's an enemy there, and you're both on level sort of ground, jumping will give you that opportunity to aim for their head a bit easier. I know it sounds quite obvious and a bit stupid, but in this game, when you jump, it doesn't restrict any of your speed that you have, so you'll be able to move just as quick, and it's a hell of a lot more difficult to shoot somebody that's jumping around rather than somebody that's just standing still and trying to strafe you whilst moving in sort of one direction. It's easy to predict, and it's easy to sort of counter that. So if you just jump around, obviously if you're too far away, it's not really going to have too much of an impact. But headshots in this game take much more damage, inflict much more damage, than any other part of the body. So if you're jumping, naturally with a shotgun or a submachine gun when you're close range, you're going to be hitting that head area and killing quicker, whilst making yourself harder to hit. So that's pretty much it for the 5 tips. I know they're quite simple and quite easy, but there are a few things that you might have skipped over or not thought of, or a couple of things that will improve your gameplay, which will ultimately make it a better experience for you if you then can survive longer and you're not in it for 60 seconds or so. So if you've got any more tips, let me know in the comments below. hopefully I'll be able to get a few of them together and put another video together for everybody else. Again, if you want to let me know anything, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if I can get back to you. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.